Speaking of the Panthers, so the Falcons play on Thursday. The Panthers are at the Saints. This line opened up Saints -7.5. It's still 7.5. It's actually off the board in some sports books because I think there's an issue or there's a question with Christian McCaffery possibly returning. That was the only only thing I could find. Like when I saw this line come off the board, I'm like, is Drew Brees injured or something? But I think it's McCaffery. So thoughts on what are your thoughts on this game?
First of all, I think you're right. I think people think McCaffrey can come. He can hypothetically come back this week, but I don't think that he's going to come back till week 8 at the earliest. That was the reports I saw. I'll be on the Saints. I was on them for 3 units in my original pick here. But Walt, did you know that the Panthers are playing on Thursday this week against the Falcons? Because I just found out that information from you. So that makes it even. This could be a potential 4-unit play for me because we're looking at. The Saints are coming off a bye. They're getting healthier. They're getting Michael Thomas back. I think the Panthers are coming off a loss against the Bears. It was kind of a grueling one for them a little bit. They don't have K'Wan Short anymore. They're dealing with some banged up defenders. And, Teddy Bridgewater's been good at times this year, but he has been prone to bouts with interceptions or inaccuracy. We saw that against the Bears. I think the Saints defense has the personnel needed to force him into some mistakes, especially if Janoris Jenkins can play and Marshawn Lattimore is definitely going to be healthy after a week off. So I think if you're looking at a fully healthy Saints team in this situation with the Panthers playing on Thursday night, which again, mind-blowing information there. I'm going to be all over the Saints. I think that they should absolutely cover. And even though they haven't looked great this year, the extra time thing is massive for them in this game because I think they'll be very well prepared for this.
Wow, that's I don't know where you got that info from, but it's pretty impressive. I'm with you on the Saints. They're getting Michael Thomas back. They could have had him back in week 5, but he punched a teammate, so he couldn't play. But now he's going to be on the field again. And we've seen what Julio Jones did for the Falcons and Kenny Golladay for the Lions, et cetera, et cetera. So Michael Thomas is going to be a big boon for the Saints. People are saying Drew Brees is done. While there's a small chance that could be the case, he's going to look a lot better with Michael Thomas on the field, especially against this Carolina defense that's kind of in shambles. So I think when people look at the Panthers and especially the record, which is it's 3-2 right now, so like people are like, okay, this Panthers team's pretty good, but then again, it's like they've lost so many players. So you mentioned K'Wan Short, like he's out. They lost Yetur Gross-Matos. He's out. They just lost their safety, Justin Burris. So they're losing players left and right here on their defense. And so I just think that they're not the same team. They beat the Cardinals. They're not the same team that beat the Chargers. They're just kind of falling apart here. And I just don't think they can compete with the Saints right now, especially with Thomas back. So, I'm going to be right there with you on the Saints, even if Christian McCaffrey plays, which doesn't sound like he's going to.
Yeah, and I think the Panthers are better served not to rush McCaffrey back anyway, because Mike Davis has played fine. So why wouldn't you just, like, if Christian McCaffrey's like, I could come back this week and be 80%, you would just be like, just wait till next week. You'll probably be closer to 90%, maybe 100%. So, I just don't see a reason to bet the Panthers at all. So glad we're on the same page here because this, I believe, is my biggest play of the week on the whole slate.
Nice. Yeah, Panthers, by the way, 3-3, not 3-2. Still, like, it still applies. Like, I think people look at their 500 and they're like, okay, this is a decent team. But like, if they had Short and Gross-Matos and now Burris, like, if they had all those guys on defense, then yeah, they'd be a decent team. But they're just not the same anymore. And by the way, I saw Mike Davis is dealing with an ankle, so like, that's just another issue for them. And we don't know if Curtis Samuel's going to play either. So